Welcome to the HR Happy Hour Work Break. You're here with Trish and Steve. Hey, Steve Bose.
Hey Trish, how are you?
I am struggling. The struggle is real. Today,
Mm.
I feel like, and maybe it's my eyes, I feel like I'm blurry here and grainy. You're blurry all behind you. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a really gloomy day and it's dark and I think this kind of the pre-winter kind of gloom is setting upon many of us, which
Do you
is
think that's what it is? Like, who else
could
is
be.
out there feeling like I just feel like everything today, it's not a bad day. I'm in a good mood and all that. But I just feel like everything's off. I feel like my hair's
Mm.
off. I feel like I wore a color that's not exactly like making me feel great. I don't know. Like, do you ever have those days or is that like I don't know, is it a me thing?
Do I ever feel awful in general? Is that the question?
Yeah, just
Yes,
where like
almost every
nothing
day.
you do feels right. Like every
Yeah.
day. Oh, Steve. Oh my gosh. I did have one thing go right. I watched the cutest Christmas movie last night.
Okay.
It was on Amazon Prime. It is called Your Christmas or Mine. Have you heard of it?
I have not.
So I will not give anything away because I think everybody should run out and watch this because if you have Amazon Prime, it's free. Um, Basic premise, taken in London, young guy, young girl, they like each other. They
Mm.
both have to go off on their own separate Christmases.
Right.
And then they both try and decide to go to each other's Christmas. And the hilarity ensues.
Ah.
It was really cute.
Christmas movies have become a whole industry unto their own self, right? In the last, I don't know, 10 years or
They
so,
have,
right?
yeah.
If you check out things like on the Hallmark channel, right? It's
I have it.
24/7 Christmas movies, and it started about 6 weeks ago. I watched one myself the other day. I'll give a
Oh,
shout out
which one?
to friend of the show, Johnny C, right? The legendary Johnny C,
That's
friend of the show.
right.
He recommended a movie called, it's an older one. It was called Let It Snow, which
Oh,
he claimed was one of the best Christmas movies out there. Very much on point for the Hallmark Christmas movie, right? There was a small town. There was
yeah.
a kind of a Christmas vacation lodge, right? In the
Yep.
mountains,
Yeah.
run by mom and pop and handsome youngish son. Big company swooping in to purchase the lodge, right? Because the owners are going to
Always.
retire. They plan to change it and change everything about it. But meanwhile, we learned that the lodge is very important to many people. They throw quite the incredible Christmas celebration. Candace Cameron Bure, of course, stars in
Oh,
this one. She's playing the role of the person who works for the big corporation, who, of
right.
course, Trish, as you might imagine, suddenly realizes that, hey, Christmas shouldn't be all about, profits and
It should
et
not.
cetera, and kind of pulls over to the dark side of the small town family. So it was good. It was very, fairly predictable, good ending, happy ending. And so I'm going to rename Johnny. I hope he listens to this. Johnny C, and I think the C stands for Johnny Cameron Bure, I think. So
No,
he's very dialed into the Christmas movie scene. So
I'm
thank you,
going to
John.
rename Johnny C. Johnny Christmas.
That's good. That's probably better. So yeah.
Hashtag Johnny Christmas. No, seriously, everyone on Twitter, like go out and follow Johnny C. Johnny C is a friend of the show, friend of ours personally, local school board member here in the small town of Waterloo, Illinois. Do you think like
They ought to make a
I'm in
Christmas movie
small
here,
town
right?
America? Do you
Yeah.
think there's any like is there some local guy walking around in a plaid shirt somewhere in my town who's like got some girl is going to come back for the holidays and they're going to have this big romance? I don't know. Like
That
I
could be
want to know who
happening.
those people are in
Yeah.
my small town.
Could be happening. So yeah.
Anyway,
So
hey,
good
listen.
stuff. Yeah.
One other quick showbiz note, and it's more of a question. So I have heard, I have not looked or watched, that today is the day for Harry and Meghan on Netflix.
Okay. I'm
The
not
big
following the story at
controversial,
all. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know if anyone's out there watching it. I love Harry, but I don't plan to watch it. So any of our listeners, if you're watching Harry and Meghan or you plan to, hit us up. Come on the vlog. Tell us what it's about. Like, because I want to know. I heard there's going to be like scandal and dirt and bombs dropped on the royal family, but I doubt it. I doubt it.
Yeah, I must tell you, I'm not super interested in their problems, really. So good for them, though. I think somehow they'll be okay.
Probably. All right.
Just a
So what do
couple
you
real
got?
quick things. We haven't done this show in a little while. A couple things have happened since we last spoke, at least publicly. Pantone Color of the Year for 2023 was announced, Trish.
Mm-hmm.
Viva Magenta.
I
Kind of,
know.
bright, vibrant, represents resilience, optimism, creativity, and also the color appears frequently, Trish, in digital universes and video games. It's pretty cool. It's very
Oh,
bright. It's very
okay.
vibrant, kind of representing this kind of the connection between the real world and the digital world, maybe even as well. So we are
All right.
trying. We tried last year to get someone from Pantone to join us on the podcast, and we were unable to make that happen. We are trying again, Trish. I do want to talk to Pantone on the show. And then finally, speaking of the show, two things on the show. We recorded yesterday with our great friend Tom Hammond from Paychex. I'm wearing my Paychex
That's
hat today.
right.
About year end 2022, year begin 2023 for HR and payroll folks and business owners. That will run next week, Tricia. And then in about half an hour or so, you and I are recording with Mikhail Anderson from
Yes.
First Class Tattoo in New York City. We are going to talk to a real live New York City tattoo artist who owns his own shop about the tattoo business, tattooing, everything to do with that and that job and that industry. It's going to be super exciting.
Well, yeah, and also just about how the acceptance has changed over the decades in terms of the workplace. So, I don't know. It's funny. I love getting tattoos, but almost all of them are somewhere that I can cover up, and it was because of work, having a professional career, right? And so it wasn't until I don't know, till I was probably 45 until I got my first like visible one where I thought, I'm old enough, I'm just going to do it. I want to go though. I want to go to New York after we talk to him and have
Their
him
shop's
do a
incredible.
tattoo.
I've been checking out their website today, doing a little show prep.
It's beautiful.
It's firstclasstattoos.com is the website, and really, really cool stuff.
Go check it out.
6 or 8 artists who work out of the shop, do every style of tattoo there is. So really, really cool.
Yeah, really cool stuff. Well, listen, hey, I mean, that's a lot. I feel like we've covered the gamut. The last thing I just want to say, Steve, is, obviously we've kind of toned these down as our business travel had picked up. We have a new plan for 2023. You're going to be seeing us every week, right? Every week for a work break on Monday and Wednesday, right? So everybody can plan again. And because we're now both in the same time zone, I think we're going to do them at 1 p.m. Central. So noon Eastern, Mondays and Wednesdays.
No, I think you got that wrong though, right?
Isn't that right?
It's late. Isn't it later on Eastern time?
No, it's 1 p.m. Central.
Right. Wouldn't that be 2 p.m. Eastern?
Oh, did I get it?
I think you got it wrong.
2 p.m. I'm going the wrong direction. 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, noon Mountain. Yeah, I got it now.
Shouldn't be Mountain. Get rid of Mountain.
Mountain time. All right. Hey, everyone, thanks for taking a work break with us. Like I said, if you've got any stories you want us to cover, anything we need to be watching, looking at, shout out to our friend Johnny C. Maybe we need to get Johnny on here one day and like talk.
We should talk Christmas. Maybe we'll do one more before the holidays and get Johnny on with us. That's a good idea.
We should like go do it live because he's here live, local.
Okay.
So anyway, all right, everyone, have a great rest of your day.